What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. This episode is going to be offline versus online gaming, pros and cons, and our thoughts on that. So that's coming up. We're going to make two new cocktails as well, and it's coming up in 4 seconds. What's up, guys? Tom and Kayla here from the Geeky Drinkers, and in this episode, it's all about offline versus online gaming. Pros and cons, what I like about it, what she likes about it, and we're going to make drinks to reflect that. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the like button down below. If you hit that little bell notification, you'll never miss an episode as well.
I'm going to buy a bell. So every time you say it, I'm like ding, 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 ding.
Our channel teaches you how to make geek-themed cocktails, 2 every single episode every Thursday. And we always talk about geek culture, so like fandoms, movies, cosplay, gaming, and everything geek culture. So if you're new here, again, hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And let's get into the drinks. So we're going to do, yeah, absolutely. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes.
You got it this time.
I win.
Finally.
You've been on like a roll. I haven't won any. So mine, I'm doing offline gaming because that's what I primarily do. I primarily offline game. So mine is called the Sneak Attack.
Calm down.
Okay.
Do it nice and lighter.
Mine is called the Sneak Attack. Almost silent. So we're going to be starting the Sneak Attack off with one of my favorite local distilleries based out of Guelph, Ontario.
Local again.
We are doing local again. It's Dixon's Distilled Spirits Wicked Gin. Amazing.
I actually prefer it sometimes. Like, I'm a broker's lover, but I found some
Not
gin
so
that
much
I like.
anymore, yeah.
I know. I've been
Straying away.
to the locals.
So I have 1 ounce of Dixon's Distilled Spirits Wicked Gin, followed by 2 ice cubes.
Should have put those in first.
I know. I spilled a whole bunch on my hands.
You've been nagging me for episodes after episodes to do it.
I know.
And then you forget.
That's because you go first. So I have 1 ounce of Wicked Gin. I have 1 ounce of peach schnapps.
So close to buying more peppermint schnapps. I love peppermint schnapps.
I still have a whole ton of peppermint schnapps. See, peppermint schnapps, it's hard to do in, because it's so potent. It's hard to.
You have to match it.
It takes a long time to go through the bottle, which is a good thing.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you have to match it with the right other liqueurs or alcohol. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
In the right mix as well. Like,
Yep.
you need to, like, it's one of those things. Like, I mean, if you were to do it with, like, I used to put it in my peppermint tea.
That would actually be pretty good.
So
I've got 3/4 of an ounce of triple sec. And then I've got.
We're not on our game today.
And then, I'm offline gaming. And then we have 1/2 ounce of lemon liqueur.
Smell this.
It smells so good. It smells like actual lemon. It's awesome.
Beauty.
So 1/2 ounce of lemon liqueur. Got a splishy splash.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath all on a Saturday night. Rubber ducky. Thinking everything was alright. My brother had a dancing, Ernie with a guitar to this. It was like the greatest, sorry, off topic, but it was just, I had to because you said splish splash.
Oh my god. I'm not even going there. So you have a splash of Sprite, and then...
I'm sorry, it's such an addicting song.
And then you want to top it up with Mountain Dew Voltage. And that is the Sneak Attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's layering a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, there we go.
But it's cool.
That is actually the coolest color we've done.
It's got a little bit.
That is the coolest color we've done. Well, no,
I'm gonna mix mine.
My unwanted layered drink I did that one time that I didn't even know was gonna layer.
That one was really good.
Oh, it smells good. Every blue drink always smells good and looks good and usually tastes good. And then there's some drinks you're like, oh, it looks so good because it's blue. And then you look what's in it, you're like, oh no.
No, I've not been disappointed on mine. Some of mine have been very strong.
For blue drinks?
No, just my drinks in general.
Oh.
So there's been a couple where they're really strong.
Or
But-
the demise shot that I did for you that
Oh
I
my
tried to
God.
light on fire.
Yeah.
And you
we gotta try that again, because that'll be fun.
Maybe I'll use actual 151.
Probably not a bad idea.
It might work a little better.
But this is the sneak attack for the offline gamer.
Alright, so mine, when I play online, I play a lot of, like, you know, fantasy
So good.
type of games. Like, I play Lord of the Rings online and all
What?
those
Yeah, I was
stuff.
just gonna say, what's your favorite game to play online?
It varies, honestly, but I've noticed I've been obsessed with Lord of the Rings online. I'm actually a level,
Really?
I'm a level 97 elf. Lord Elf, to be
Is
honest.
that what's the highest level?
I think it is 110.
Okay,
It's
so
the
you're
highest. I'm
getting
almost
there.
there. But I've been playing it for years.
Okay,
On
fair
and
enough.
off. Sometimes I don't play for a couple months and I go back on and play it.
Is it month-to-month subscription?
No, it's free.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
you
sweet.
just go on, you download it from the browser, and you play it. And honestly, it's like one of those games you'd pay for. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that great. And so basically those sort of games, I'm always an elf. I love elves.
No, it's
okay,
same-
like, it's
same
just
with me.
like
If I have the option, I'll be an elf as well. Like my character in
I'm
Dungeons
usually
and Dragons
I'm
is,
usually a hunter elf. Is usually how I start off as a hunter elf.
I'm a ranger elf.
And basically, so I'm doing a drink in respects to the Elven Eternal Life Potion.
Is what your drink is? Okay.
Called only because they always look so young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they don't ever age, in a sense.
Well, they have longer lives than humans and stuff like that.
So we're gonna start off with 1 ounce of vodka.
Vodka, if you can contain it, and not like throw it all over the place.
Oh.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting.
And then
So 1 ounce of vodka.
yes, I like the double black actually. a whole
Double
lot.
black's pretty good. It's
I
pretty
like
good.
it. I like it. And then we're gonna go. I'm bringing back my Dillon Small Batch Distilleries cherry
The
gin.
cherry gin, yeah, you like that one.
It actually is really, really, really good. But I will definitely be coming to visit your distillery.
Yeah,
soon,
hopefully, yeah.
Like soon.
When you're done that, do you mind if I have like a little sip?
Oh,
Just to see.
this?
Yeah, just
yeah,
to see how
of
it
course.
is.
So I'm doing an ounce of cherry gin, and it's got like a nice, like if you look at it, it's got a nice like red tinge to it.
Yeah, hold it up here.
It's like really a nice little red tinge.
Nice.
So. And
Yeah, don't pour it in
and it
mine.
doesn't have a very strong cherry taste, but it's a smooth gin.
Do you mind if I drink it?
Yeah, go right ahead.
You can keep going.
And then I'm gonna do an ounce of melon liqueur. What do you think? It's different.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's
Yeah,
a very
pretty good.
smooth gin, and it doesn't have much of a cherry taste, but it's like a nice.
It's got a good aftertaste.
Mhm.
It's got a that keeps going.
Yeah, and I like
Not
it.
bad,
I really
yeah.
do. And then it's gonna be an ounce of melon liqueur. And I'm gonna tell you straight out, every time I'm an elf, I always do green as my color, leaf, all that stuff.
Link is why I always do green.
Oh shit, whatever.
Did you ever play Dungeons? You've never played.
I
Dungeons
played
and Dragons.
D&D way back when.
Okay.
I wasn't.
We gotta do a D&D. We gotta do a D&D episode. That'd be
Well,
awesome.
I'd have to play it again, so I
It's
don't have much.
The-
injury.
the-
I had had injury since, so.
the Adventurers Guild in Kitchener. They actually have open they have open D&D, and I'm pretty sure that the Watchtower Restaurant as well in Waterloo has open night D&D. I know it has. I know they have it. I'm pretty
lost
sure
the
it's
lid.
Sunday. Doesn't matter.
That's this.
Oh, I'll find it later.
Okay, so and it's 2 drops of GFC green food coloring.
GFC, KFC,
And then
Kentucky Fried Colors.
so basically how I usually do it is I stir first.
Oh, interesting. Is there any reason you do that first?
It gets the color going because once you put your mix in, if you do your mix next, it's not really you're not gonna get the full effect.
You should.
And then I'm gonna top it off with Sprite.
Sprite. You should have just not opened that and just used mine.
Well, I bought it.
So, doesn't matter.
And then I'll give it a nice little stir one
That is
more
a
time.
cool looking green.
That is actually, I think that's actually the coolest colors we've done.
That's a cool looking green. Let's hold those up. I love
That's
it.
so cool. So we've got the Sneak Attack and the Elven Eternal Life Potion.
Alright. Cheers.
Oh my god.
I already tried mine earlier. It's so
Oh my god.
Alright.
Creme de banane would be beautiful in this.
good. That's what I drank.
Creme de banane.
Yeah, yours smells really good.
Oh my god, yours is so good. Creme de banane,
That's
right?
really good, but yeah, creme de
Creme de
banane
banane.
in that would be fantastic.
Can I keep yours?
No. It's mine for a reason.
Oh my god. Blue drinks never fail.
I make delicious drinks.
You know what?
So,
I'm getting better at my drinks.
I would hope so. You said you're a bartender, so I would hope you have some skill.
A little bit.
So, offline versus online gaming. Shoot a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys, or what you on the other side, what do you play? Are you an offline gamer? Are you an online gamer? Hey, kitty.
Sora, you can come on the episode?
We've got a special guest, my munchkin cat, Sora. You guys might see him, or you might remember him from the distillery tour from the Dixon's episode. Hey, buddy.
Hi, what are you doing?
So, yeah, shoot a comment down below. Let us know whether you're an online or an offline gamer and what you prefer and why. And shoot a comment down below as well telling us what your favorite game is, whether it's offline or online, because I would love to hear it. I'm more of an offline gamer for a couple reasons. Time is number one.
Yeah.
For me. I don't have the time to dedicate. Like I have a almost 13-month son.
Yeah.
And he takes a lot of my time. Like I obviously like.
When you're an online gamer, you gotta dedicate because you will begin joining clans or.
Yeah,
tribes.
I mean, like for the most part, like there are some games where I've done online gaming, like Mario Kart. Excuse me.
Mario Kart Online is
like
fun as
Mario
hell.
Kart Online. I've done that a couple times. It's mainly like for me, I don't like waiting for like buffer times and stuff like that. I don't like waiting in like the lobbies and like. And everything like that. I'm not to say like I'm opposed by any means, because like a whole bunch of my friends are all online gamers, and I'm just like, well, shit. I was like, also too, I'm not a huge first-person shooter fan, and that's what, not all, but that's what a lot of online games are.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of first-person shooters. There are some RPGs.
Yes, there are.
And then there's MMOs, which are strictly online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm going to tell you guys something hilarious, and you're going to laugh at me. I used to be part of a Call of Duty clan where we'd actually go and play tournaments.
Yep.
And now I barely play, and my mother is better at Call of Duty than me. So, that's what I'm saying with online gaming. Yes, you have to be kind of dedicated to it in a sense. Depending on what you're doing.
But like if you're, like
I'm an RPGer, so it's more when you go online, like Lord of the Rings Online, there's other players with you all the time. Doesn't matter if you log in 4 months from now or tomorrow.
So it's kind of like a casual.
It's an open world thing.
Okay.
It's really, I like it, to be honest. It's probably one of my favorite games. But I must say, I do like offline gaming when it comes to Sims, except for when I want to share my creations or download other people's creations.
Did you see speaking of the Sims, I came across, there's like an article that I saw where there's a mod for the most recent Sims game where you can like basically make them like huge potheads and you can get them like bongs and stuff like that. I wanted to talk to you about that because I thought that was pretty funny. But for like, if I like like along with time, if I were to say like play like World of Warcraft for example, because like if I were to play anything, it would probably be something like World of Warcraft,
so RPG,
or like definitely
or
like
strategic
RPG
games where you got
not necessarily, because like RTS games, like real-time strategy games, I'm not a huge fan on. Like there's been a couple games that like once you kind of get into it, then you know it's a lot better and things like that. But I mean there's games like my buddy Derek, he's really big into like Ark and stuff like that. Like I never really got into it. One that I really do want to get into, because like all my friends are like, you have to get online, is Overwatch.
I know, everyone's been telling me. I have yet to play it because I hate being a part of like something that's like super hype and stuff. I like playing those games that nobody's heard of because they're always the better games.
I don't mind playing like I don't mind playing like popular games and stuff like that by any means. Like I don't care if it's an enjoyable game.
Yeah.
I'll play it. I don't know, like Overwatch, like visually I love watching people play it. Like I like watching like let's plays and stuff like that. So like visually it's very attractive to me.
It is. See a lot of cosplays regarding it too.
Oh, tons.
Especially for Diva.
Well, it's a Blizzard game.
Yeah.
So I mean, like anything Blizzard has its hands in is like goldmine. one game that I didn't realize had like most of its online gameplay for was Splatoon. It's on the Nintendo Switch and on the Wii U.
I haven't.
So
I'm not in.
it's basically like a first person shooter game, but you basically have to like tag and like use paint and stuff like that to like mark your territory and stuff like that.
I've heard of it. Yes.
So I bought that game and like I played online for a little bit and like it was alright, but I was still like a super noob. So I would just get destroyed like every single time. So I mean that part, yeah, you kind of just got to get past it and you just got to keep grinding away. And I mean like it definitely does get better. It's really like anything, like the more you play the better you're gonna get. I know that. For me right now, like when I game, like I'll have like 40 minutes to like game at a time.
Yeah.
With it, like unless like I have an odd night where I'm like I can game for 3 hours but I'm getting like 4 hours of sleep.
See,
Is it worth it? Usually, yeah.
See, way back when I was younger and stuff, whenever I got a new game, I had to beat it within that night. Like,
no way.
Like, like not actually beat it, but I'd be playing it all night. Like I wouldn't sleep.
That's more understandable. Like beating, like I'm
Let's
thinking.
put it this way: I've had people sit there, and this is what irritates me. Oh, I beat Skyrim. No, you did it. You can't.
No, you beat
Skyrim. You beat the main story. There's so many side quests, and they just recently added more.
You can 100% it. It's really hard.
There's so many side quests, and not to mention.
But that's awesome. And you know what? That's what yeah, you're gonna be covered in. Don't do that. You're gonna get the fur in the drinks.
That's actually the closest he's ever come to me. So.
No, but like games like Skyrim are amazing. Like
I love Skyrim.
Huge open world, and that's
what appeals to me for online gaming is when there's a whole huge open world, because no matter where you go, you're gonna meet someone new from somewhere across the world. That's one thing I like about online gaming.
Have you ever played World of Warcraft?
Way back when, yeah. The last time I played was when the Panda one came out. That was like I was still in high school.
Okay.
So it was a long time ago.
A little bit ago.
And like I used to play RuneScape, I played League of Legends, things like that. But
Who did you play in League of Legends? Like what character were you?
I was Caitlyn.
Oh yeah, okay.
I even cosplayed her at one of the fan expos. But for me, my number one thing, there's two things I love about online gaming. One, you get to meet the most amazing people from around the world. The most interesting. No, but you can.
Sometimes.
With the games that I play. Right? I play RPGs.
Still, sometimes. Like.
The other thing I love about them is making those little noobs squeal and cry.
Yeah, but
it's so much fun.
But when you first start a game, you're gonna be a noob as well.
No, but I know that. But it's just like the only way to make a noob better is to push them to be better.
Yes, but you know, but at the same time, you never know whether it's somebody who's like 52 or like who's
actually
8
I don't know if you saw, there's a video of an elderly lady and she plays League of Legends.
Dude,
and she's like 98 years old. She said, I love online computer gaming.
So this is a bit of a throwback.
Keeps her brain active.
When I used to do tech support for Games for Windows Live, so if anybody remembers Games for Windows Live, you'd probably talk to me if you called into tech support. I was one of the tier 2s there. And there was one guy that I helped. I think I was on the phone with him for maybe 2 or 3 hours or something. It was a long call. And we didn't have a remote or anything like that, so I couldn't remote onto his computer. So it was all verbal, over the phone. Mm-hmm. So it was a long call. But the guy was 89 or something like that, and he
I'm
was
gonna be that man. I want to be that gamer.
Going online, he was playing Halo 2. He was telling me everything that he's doing, and I'm just this is awesome.
Yeah.
I was just you're 89.
There's no age.
I could see his gamer score and everything like that, and he's been playing for a while. You can tell he's not a casual gamer. He was hardcore.
There's as I was saying, there's the video about an elderly lady, and she said the reason that online gaming, she plays on the computer, which I love because I'm a PC gamer. She honestly said what it is keeps her brain active and stimulates her brain. And then there's...
Well, it gives you something to do as well.
When you're retired, just game. That's what I'm going to do. When I retire, I'm going to game the rest of my life.
That'd be awesome.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to game, and I'm going to game. And you know what? I'm going to game from all over the world because I'll have the time to travel.
That would be cool. So, breaking things. Sorry. But yeah, so what do you... Is there anything that you don't like about online gaming?
Well, to be honest, it's always... The one thing I don't like is leg. I hate leg so much.
The bane of any online gamer.
Like, okay, way back when Call of Duty was like, I mean, it's still big, but when it was really, really big, when Black Ops 1 and 2 came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's definitely gone down a bit because of straight up because of Overwatch, like games like Overwatch.
It's not even just that. Black Ops 3, as much as you guys might like it, was a bomb. It was so bad compared to the first two. And then World War II, oh my god, World War II.
Good? Not good? So they redeemed themselves. Okay.
But I was an avid player, and there's just when everything went wrong, you know how you always blame something when something goes wrong? I would blame leg.
It's like if I know that that was me, I'm just like, damn.
After so many years of playing and stuff, people have found a way to hack. So then they lag all the time. I actually found a glitch in the game for the first zombies, where if you, I think it's Kindertoten or something like that, you jump into the wall, zombies can't hit you, but you can kill them, and you're stuck in a wall.
Makes sense. Yeah,
and I used that, and people online, I played with online, they got so mad at me.
But you know what? So stuff like that usually doesn't last. Like, usually they patch that stuff pretty quick.
They have now, but it was.
Also, too, when it comes to, if you're, legit just, lagging, and if you're just causing, a ton of lag just because, you're gonna get booted out. You're gonna get booted out, and you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get IP banned.
Lag is one of my big ones, but the other one is, oh my god, a girl is playing.
That's why a lot of people that I know, they either won't do voice chats or they'll play as a male character.
But see, the thing is I voice chat and I kill them, and they're like, "What the hell? You're just a girl." Blah blah blah. I'm like, ha, but I just destroyed you.
But you know what? in I would say at least in the last 3 or 4 years, there's been
more girl characters and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a huge not just characters. There's been a huge shift in having it an equal playing field. It's not 99% guys and 1% females.
See, when I started playing before all this happened, it was basically maybe 2 girls on the playing field at a time. Maybe that.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I definitely believe that female gaming has been promoted big time. And kudos to a lot of the developer companies for promoting that and making that more inclusive, so it's not just straight up marketed towards all guys.
Yeah, because they market girly ass games to girls, right? Sims is marketed towards more female than it is male. But I've realized a lot of my male friends play Sims.
That's what I was just gonna
say. Female ones.
I know a lot of guys. I know a lot of guys that play Sims and have for years.
You know what? The best thing about Sims is you can escape reality into a fake life and just live it. It's great.
So I wanna, because we're getting up in time. But I want to, so some of the things that I really love about offline gaming is you can pick up and go anytime. If I can play for 10 minutes and then I need to go make dinner or something like that, I can pause it, go make dinner, come back, and continue gaming.
Or you can play it from away from Wi-Fi most of the time.
Yeah, you can play, well, it's offline.
Yeah.
So all of my content, I can play whenever I want, whether I have internet, whether I don't have internet. Doesn't matter. A lot of the time too, because I play a lot more RPGs, most of them are single player games, which I really enjoy. I do
like single player games sometimes, but it's
don't get me wrong, Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart are 2 of some of my favorite games. I would
destroy you in Mario Kart.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, honey.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, honey, I would destroy.
We're gonna have a Mario Kart episode coming up, and we will decide this.
Man, I was so bad. People hated me in that game.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to do the show after that.
I think we will.
We just might hate each other for a little while.
Oh, that'll be alright.
I just will sit more this way.
Get out of the frame.
I don't want to talk to you.
No, but so I mean, those are definitely some of the things that I like about offline gaming. I also don't have to rely on an internet connection. I don't have to worry about lag. Obviously there's loading times and stuff like that, but no matter what,
still glitches no matter what. Whatever online, offline, you're getting glitches.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Especially in N64 games and stuff like that, depending on the version that you have, you can just glitch the game and it will not get patched because it's an offline game.
It actually literally reminds me, and this is kind of off topic, well, sort of. I'm a Family Guy addict. Okay. Know everything about Family Guy. I'm gonna mention to Watchtower to do a Family Guy trivia, and I'm ready for it.
They already have. I'm positive they already have.
I don't think they have. I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
But on a Family Guy episode, they were making fun of old games from like Sega and shit. And it was like it was like a basketball game.
Some are great.
It was a basketball game.
NBA Jam.
And there was a glitch where if you went to the corner of the court and threw it, you get 3 points. So like every time Peter was playing, he'd be like, corner 3. And he'd run away and he'd be like, oh, I stole the ball. I wonder where I'm going. Corner 3. I was like, you can't use the glitch to your advantage.
Yes, you can.
That would be me. I could say I'm an angry gamer in a sense.
See, I'm generally not. Like, there's times where like.
How long have you played online gaming though? That's
another thing.
You into an angry gamer.
Yeah, like I generally don't play like online games for long periods of time.
Online
there are some.
One of the cons of online gaming. It turns you into a very angry gamer.
I'm a pretty optimistic person, so we'll see how that goes. But
I'm a very laid back, chill, not angry person. But some people.
Well, but that's like that anywhere. Like you can be walking down the street.
But
and be like,
it's just the fact. Like I said, the one thing. Oh my God, you're a girl gamer. Like it's just.
But I think for the most part, there's a huge stigma on that. But excuse me, I think it's definitely getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely becoming.
I wish it was like
way
that
more
back when
acceptable.
I started to hardcore game. Like I've been gaming since really young, but it all started with like Roller Coaster Tycoon, which was the best game ever for like its age.
What's your favorite online game to play?
Well, other than Lord of the Rings Online, it's my favorite RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I do like my Call of Duty. Like, I really do.
Okay.
I like my Call of Duty. I like playing Sims Online sometimes, too.
So what would you...
Sims Online...
No, I'll ask you later. I don't want to hear it right now.
It'd go forever. But
exactly.
There's so many games. It's so hard to pick because it varies on your type of style. But for me, I like those Middle Ages, medieval kind of elf, like Lord of the Ringsy type things, so...
How do you feel about... lag, if you know... Now, actually, this is a good question. When you're playing, do you play wired connection or wireless?
Wireless.
Everybody's gonna hate you.
No, listen,
Everybody's gonna hate you for that.
Right now, because I only have my laptop, when I had my full desktop, I played wired. I hardwired
Why
that shit.
don't you hardwire your laptop?
Because I only have the one connection, and he has it hardwired to his PS4.
Put a router. Get a router. They're like $20.
I guess that's true. Man. But like for me,
everybody's gonna hate you.
I know.
If you're doing online gaming.
I know. Okay, I get
it. Use your Ethernet cable. Have a wired connection. Way better.
When I had my desktop computer, the one that I built myself, I refused to have anyone take that freaking cable.
No, that's understandable. That's because that's your solid connection.
I only got 2 plays out of that desktop. Did I ever tell you that?
No, that sucks though.
I only got 2 plays out of it, and literally that was back when I was playing World of Warcraft, so imagine how much I hated life.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's the only thing with online gaming is you're more addicted because you meet people on there and you're like, all want to be, you all want to join your clan or whatever at the same time, and then... That's
another thing that I enjoy as a more of an offline gamer is because I'm so busy, like I have a lot of projects going on the go, and I straight up, like, it's hard for me to chisel out a time to sit down for like 2 hours and run a campaign.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I can't do it. I can't. And that's a big part of why I choose not to online game for the most part. Will that change in like 5 years? Maybe. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, oh my god, like I don't want to online game at all. Like I would love to because there's a huge social aspect to it.
You meet so many like different people. And
well, not even just that, but like it's just good to shoot the shit and everything like that. Like when you're hanging out with like all kinds of other people.
Yeah.
The closest and like the unfortunate part right now is because the world's becoming so connected because of the internet and everything's available at your fingertips no matter what it is. It's actually like I find it's a lot harder for me to say, hey guys, come on over, bring your controller. Like when I'm like my N64, I was just like, guys, bring your controller, bring your memory cards, and we'll play Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like me with my PS1.
We would just like play all night, and one person would have the console. Everybody would just bring their controllers over, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Like now, you don't even have to do that. Like getting people to actually like come over and game is almost impossible. Like I can count on my hand how many times in the last year I've had people come over like to like sit beside me co-op right beside me.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, that sucks, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay doing, like, single-player games. That's generally what I like to play. The only thing that does suck about that is that there are a lot of games where I wish that there was a 2-player option that's more than like you can move like a cursor around. Like Super Mario Odyssey is the first one that comes to mind. Is because you technically can have like a 2-player mode, but the second, so like one person basically like controls Mario and the other person controls Cappy, which is like the hat. So you have to coordinate yourself so that you like, as Mario jumps, like you have to like throw the cap and land on it and jump and everything.
That's actually kind of interesting.
It's interesting, and it does get better. Like I was playing it with my wife, and like I was Mario and she was Cappy, and like she said, like at first like it was kind of boring, but then you kind of got used to it, and you could like do like different combos and stuff like that. That would be a little bit harder if you were just playing on your own.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also think of games like Super Mario Galaxy 2, where the only second player feature is you have star bits that you can shoot at different characters and stuff.
That's kind of boring.
Like which like that's a crappy second player. Like
I remember way back when it was you had 2, and that was Mario and Luigi.
I know, and if you were Luigi, you were the younger sibling.
Exactly.
I was always Luigi because I'm the youngest.
See, the funny thing is I have 2 things to say. One, another game that I like playing online is GTA. Grand Theft Auto.
That's actually one that my buddy, so much fun. My buddy Ryan, him and his buddies played. That's probably one of their top games to play. Is just like GTA Online.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It literally is you and somebody else pairing up and blowing shit up. And the second thing is I don't know if you know this, but Spyro's getting remastered. I'm so excited.
I saw that. And
just like the Crash Bandicoot, so I'm really, really, really excited.
I'm
a Spyro fan. Like the first 3 games, I beat like several times over. Yep. Once I hit PS2, I kind of lost interest in a sense.
It was all right.
Year of the Dragon was the last one I really kind of got into.
That's the last one that I played. Other than like Skylanders and stuff like that, but a lot of people will. A lot of people will argue that it's not. The first one kind of was, but yeah, it's straight away from
like
that.
Honestly, there was like Spyro, there's Spyro's Rift of Rage, and there's Spyro Year of the Dragon. Those are my things. And then I also just went and bought the Sly Cooper remasters, and I love it too.
Now, it's also... I'm pretty sure it's coming in for PS4. You don't have your PS4 yet.
I'm getting it. I'm saving up. I've got money sitting in my savings account ready for this.
There you go.
And I'm getting a camo Call of Duty one.
Are you one?
Nice. I'm pretty excited. My mom got a Destiny one, which is white.
Nice.
That's
actually another game, because that's more of an online game?
Sort of.
I don't know a whole lot about Destiny.
I like Destiny. It was alright. I've been playing Defiance, which is an online game.
Okay.
It's like aliens and stuff, but it's actually really fun. If you haven't heard of it, it's free to download in the PlayStation Store. I also play DC Online.
Oh, like...
DC Universe Online, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's actually pretty fun. You create your own superhero. It's an open world.
That's pretty badass.
You battle, like, famous villains or even just each other, things like that. It's actually really fun, but here's the problem with it, is every other week they have an update, and it takes literally 4 days to download, because it's huge. Not literally 4 days, but it's an over-exaggeration, but it takes
I was like, oh my god, like, that's
My first update, literally, it took me, because I have it on hard copy and digital copy. Okay? So I was like, oh, I'll buy the hard copy and I don't have to worry about these updates. No! Nope. These updates,
not a chance.
My first update, literally, I started it at about 6 p.m. and it wasn't finished until 6 p.m. 2 days later.
I bet it would be if you were on a wired connection. But we'll wrap up. So comment down below and let us know what your favorite game is, whether it's offline or online. I'm more partial to offline. Kayla's more partial to online. But
I just like the connection with a lot of
community.
Other people. Yeah, exactly. Nice. And I also like to show men how to actually play.
Show your skills. All right, guys. We will see you next week, next Thursday, as always. And stay geeky. Cheers.
Mamma mia.